Hello, hello. So good to see everyone. Welcome, welcome. We are off to the races. Let's drop into this incredible meditation today. Good morning and welcome. I am Reverend Kari, and this is Unveiling Meditation. We are making our way through the various temples of the Metatron code. My invitation to you is to jump in. Give yourself gratitude and love for showing up today, for doing this work. Today's temple and the work we're going to be doing is into the womb, into the darkness. It's called the midnight flame, and it is all of the magic and power that we have living within us in those dark recesses. So we're going to go in and tap all of that from a really fun perspective, a really playful perspective, I like to think, because it can be fun. It can be fun to go in and grab onto some of those energies that oftentimes we avoid or are less favorable. So we're going to go in, we're going to flip the switch on all of them, flip our mindset and our perspectives, and come away feeling really energized and really empowered today. So with that, taking a nice deep breath in, and a big exhale. And another nice deep breath in. And a big exhale. And on the next inhale, go ahead and roll the shoulders up around the ears, allowing the shoulder blades to slide down the spine. Another nice deep breath in. And exhale. And as you exhale this time, really settling into the room and to the moment, settling into the sensations and the sounds around you. Another inhale, allowing your energy to start to follow the sounds of my voice as you tune your mind to these powerful frequencies living within you that we are tapping into today. Let's go ahead and begin where we always start our journey, bringing middle finger to thumb. Inhaling, and on the exhale, sending that intentional cord of consciousness, that golden thread, up to your soul star chakra, working your way through all of the energy fields from the heart, allowing that cord to come up and through the heart, through the throat to the top of the mind, and then up and out and around the body. And just noticing as you make this journey this morning, similar to placing your feet on the floor, making your way to the bathroom, having a drink of water, every day can look and feel a little different. Let your track today as you make your way, imagining this energy opening up for you. Notice what it looks like on the journey today. Do you go to the same spot? Do you find yourself orienting a little bit differently? Oftentimes, not only can our own experiences and moods impact how we connect with our energy system, but also the astrology that is present. More or less emphasis in a certain energetic or frequency can make and create different experiences and imagery that the mind is connecting to. So again, another nice deep breath in as you begin to imagine that sun shining down, as though we're opening the curtains, opening the front door to a new day. And on the exhale, imagining the rain falling as we allow for this golden light to gently, like sparkles or sprinkles, make its way into our energy fields and our system, attuning as the mind begins to capture it, allowing it all to flood in and through. Taking a nice breath in, and this time allowing that golden light to rain down upon us. And today, for me, it's showing up like snowflakes. Snowflakes that are landing on my nose and my shoulders, in my sleeves of my clothing, and around my feet. And so we want to soften that and melt it as we make our shift into the earth, feeling the earth's energy and frequency as we shift our focus deep into the earth, rooting ourselves, imagining like a tree trunk today, tracing your roots down and into the earth, and imagining that golden light as we connect to the earth melting. In the same way the earth takes in the rain, it so too also takes in the light of the stars through your energy, giving and taking. The earth, our guide, our teacher in how to receive, drinking all of that energy in, no matter how good or bad it may be on the scale of things, always taking it in. And in return, allowing your mind to be guided deep, deep, deep down those roots. And for many of you, it may even feel like a spiral winding down, or you may just sense a pillar of strength dropping out of the center of the tree, its roots on the surface, and like a spine down into the earth, feeling that strength, feeling yourself deeply, deeply rooted within the earth as you slide in, sending your focus all the way into the crystal quartz at the center of the earth. And as we noticed or took note of the energy of the golden light today, so too we are riding the heels of a full moon. And so the inner energies of the earth are powerfully illuminated, the moon being in its fullness, the full mirror of the heart of the earth. And so as you drop in and feel her heart opening, taking a breath, and just noticing how your body connects. How does it connect? What does your mind imagine? The softness of the inner earth, the ways in which your body is seeking to be held, to be cradled, to be nourished, much like an inner child, playful, joyful, curious. And so it is from here that we begin today's meditation, making our way into our hearts. And as you come up and out of the earth, drawing with you its luminescence, those roots firmly connected and implanted in. And as we come into our hearts, feeling that sun shining down and beginning to observe with our inner mind the environment around us, connecting to our sense of direction, not only the above to the below, but the north, the east, the south, the west. Whether you pay attention to the directions immediately around you, just doing a 360-degree scan around your body. For as we begin our journey today and where we are going, the access points come through not the above to the below, but our ability to orient to our environment, to the directions around us. Go ahead and again scan slowly, a 360-degree scan around your body in the room. Notice what sounds are coming from your right side and your left side, how the energy feels as you make this sweep. Go ahead and also notice, if you know it, where the directions lie, where north is, where south is. And if you don't know, just let your intuition guide you. See how you get connected to them. There's no right or wrong, and we don't need the exact information, but just make that gentle sweep 360 degrees. And then from here, go ahead and plant yourself in one of those directions. See where you feel called to. Where is your attention most powerfully drawn to? Maybe it's where or hear water running or an air conditioner turning on, air moving. Maybe it's in a place in your home that is cozy and quiet and comfortable. Just take notice of where you're drawn to. And from here, our journey begins. So taking a nice deep breath in, nice big exhale. And from wherever you are, we're going to imagine walking from here inside the home or the space you're in to not your front door, but your back door. Imagining you have a back door to your home if you don't have one, or if you live in an apartment. Allow for spirit to show you where your energetic back door is in the home. It may be a window out of a certain room. It may be a closet. Go ahead and find that back door if it's not obvious, meaning there isn't a sliding door out to some backyard. And taking another nice deep breath in. And now, from where you are sitting, imagining rising, again, imagining rising, and observing as you move through the space you are in, what is guiding you, how the energy feels. Does it feel high? Does it feel low? Does it feel cluttered and congested? Does it feel busy? Does it feel like calm? Does it feel like calm? Does it feel like peace? Taking another breath in, noticing the sounds in this home as you imagine moving through it. Can you hear music or the TV on? Can you hear the sound of birds or people talking or someone on the phone or cars outside? Again, nice deep breath in, exhale as you make your way to that door, and without opening it yet, just taking a moment to pause. Feel your home environment, or wherever you may be, feel this environment all around you. And if for some reason you're not at your home, imagining a space that you've always called home or thought of as home. Maybe you're instantly transported to your childhood. Go with it. Allowing all of this energy to build up as you go to reach for that back door, pulling it open. And again, from here, noticing if there are any fears that you're reminded of as a child. The back door from my childhood not only went into our backyard, but we had a burglary there one time. So there was a fear of intrusion for me. And in my dreams, I would often find myself making sure that the doors were locked, that it was sealed up, that nothing could come in, sneak up on me. Again, taking a breath in, allowing yourself to be guided to this space as we prepare to open this door. And you may be flashed with some fears. You may feel a sense of a lack of trust or impending doom or anxiety without being able to name what's under the surface. And that is awesome. It is okay, for we are here. We are connected to our angels and our guides, and we are not making this leap or this jump alone. And so as you pull this door open, taking a step out, and it may be beautiful, it may be peace that you encounter, it may be the outdoors, the wilderness. Notice instantly as your feet step, whether you have a step at your back door or not, you're going to land on a flight of stairs. And noticing in that first step out, how you feel. Taking another breath in. Allowing yourself to attune to this flight of stairs before you. And as you begin to step down it, allowing yourself to move out of the imagery that we've created and simply focus in on our journey ahead, accessing it down this flight of stairs. And I'm going to go ahead and count for you. We're going to start at the top step, 10, taking a step down, noticing if it feels like you're descending into a pool of water. For some of you, it may. For others, noticing what the stairs look like. Are they marble? Are they concrete? Are they dirty? Have they not been used in a while? Just noticing, allowing the energy to speak to you. Your first thought rules. There is no right or wrong. Each of these represent breadcrumbs along the path. Another step down. 9, 8. Another breath, tuning in. 7, as you go deeper. And making that shift, dropping all the way in, so you can really feel yourself here submerging, if you're in water, under the water, into that inner realm of emotion and water that could be present. And for others, it may be imagining you're descending into the cellar, into the basement. 6, 7, 6, and 5, dropping all the way down and in, feeling the walls rising above you. Imagining being under the earth now, its soils, its dirts, its dank and musty smell. 5 and 4. And as you kind of wind down to the bottom, you can see the lower steps, the bottom step beneath you. You sense a glow of light. 3, 2, and 1, landing in this inner realm. And go ahead and notice, does this feel like an old, beautiful hotel? Is it ornate, like you've arrived in a castle? How does this energy feel here? Taking those steps in and noticing that you're landing in a hallway, in a great space. And you have the option to turn to the left, to go in front of you, or to the right. And today we're going to go to the right. Noticing this hallway in this room beneath, making your way, turning to the right, and moving down that hallway, and you see a door before you. And you reach out, looking at your hand, you pull the door open. And before you is a vast room, a room that you would find a grand hall. You can tell if the lights were to be switched on, which they are not, that many parties and dances and beautiful balls, people in their finery have been held here. And yet, as you step down and in, we're going to go down 3 more steps as we enter the room and land again on this floor, this beautiful dance floor unfolding before you, checkered in its marble and its appearance, stretching out across this vast landscape. And as we go deeper into the dimension, it's as though you can see the other side, and your desire, you can sense it to make it to the other side of the room. And yet before you is this landscape. It's not like you can just run across. It's as though there are spaces along this path between you and the other side that require you to do this dance to figure out carefully constructed steps to arrive at the other side of the room. For on the other side of the room is a beautiful table, an altar laid out before you. And around and behind that altar or next to that altar is a reflection pool with gardens and light. And you feel called to make your way to this space, to go and gaze upon the reflection pool within the gardens. For the doors are open. You can step outside and begin to feel the breeze in this beautiful room that we've found ourselves in. Go ahead and start to make your way across and notice if there are any cracks in the floor or fissures. For some of you, there may be vast, seemingly canyons that you need to leap across. Go ahead and make those leaps. Have faith. Do your dance. Maybe it's perfect steps. Maybe it's a dance of just spinning your way across the floor. And maybe you find yourself being met by a guide, a dance partner of spirit, here to escort you across, taking their hand, allowing yourself to spin and to twirl, to begin to feel the rhythm of the music as you step in. Maybe you begin to sense more people crowding in around you, dancing with you. Again, continuing to make your way across the floor to that altar and those beautiful gardens just outside, through the open doors, arriving at the other side, and gazing upon the altar that has a beautiful flame burning. The dance of life that we all do, navigating the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows, this flame here burning within the caverns of our heart. Now we're going to make our way to the left, gazing out upon the gardens, to that still reflection pool. Feeling yourself being guided, walking, drawn, pulled in, taking that breath in as you arrive at that reflection pool and gaze down upon it. And you can see the starlight from the sky above shining down. Maybe you see the reflection of the moon and the waters. And as you gaze down and in, there is nothing there but light. It's as though you are a star gazing in those waters. And so you gently drag your fingers across the surface. And then you drag them back across the other direction. And with one finger, you slowly begin to just swirl the waters beneath you, watching the ripples as they make their way out and across the pond. As you allow yourself the time to continue to tune in to this, to feeling it, to connecting to it, you take a nice deep breath in, settling in, knowing that you are home, that it is safe, that this beautiful palace, these gardens that you found yourself in, there is no journey that you can't walk. There is no major challenge that you can't overcome. for a while, oftentimes being in the darkness and journeying through can feel challenging. There is always this safe space for us to find ourselves in. And so as you see the starlight shining down upon the water, you turn your head and gaze to the above, to the stars in the distance. For even as we journey on our dark nights of the soul, seemingly sometimes cast out upon the ocean, alone, there are always stars here meeting us, guiding us. And there is one star in particular, our North Star, the star that no matter how seemingly lost we are, continues to be that beacon in the dark. That is the flame that burns within the temple of the midnight flame. That North Star guiding you home, reminding you that you are never alone, empowering you to overcome the challenges, to know that there is always going to be light in the darkness when we're willing to look for it. So taking a nice deep breath in here, finding that North Star, seeing it as this flame burning within the temple, and also recognizing that it is one of your stars in the sky, in the night sky. Taking that breath in, finding yourself being drawn back to that flame, back to that star burning, and holding it in the palms of your hand, in the palm of your hands. And now taking that flame from your hands and bringing it to your heart, bringing your hands to your heart, feeling this connection to desire, to light, to love, feeling the reminders that we are never alone. For within this darkness, there is love. There is the connection to the source of all that is. There is the connection within the womb to the mother. There is the connection to power and light and love. As you take this in and you receive this love, this conscious choice that only you can choose this, to be in the darkness and to choose to find the light. My question for you is, what do you choose to do with it today? And so as we begin to ascend back to the surface, out of the inner realm, not only of our hearts, but of the earth, feeling the sound of the music in the distance, as you slowly make your way back to that flight of stairs, back to the above, carrying this flame with you, feeling its power pulsing inside of you like a drumbeat. What is your choice today? Allowing your body to tune and attune to its frequency, illuminating those fears, helping us face them and confront them as we make our way back up the stairs, bringing with us the power of connection, the above to the below, elevating the below, bringing it up to the above, connecting as we find ourselves sitting on the back stoop outside of that back door, outside of our home, and seeing this light burning And knowing that our commitment to show up each and every day, to be at peace and with meditation, to allow ourselves to journey in, is the walk. How can you wield this wisdom and this knowledge that the challenges are the gateway to light and love? The challenges we find upon the path are our journey home to all that is, to the source of where we feel whole and complete. These are the secrets that many do not know how to summon the courage to embrace. And so as you shine this flame and you hold it, you hold this frequency that allows others to be connected to this source and to this power. Taking a breath in, knowing you are not alone in this tribe of light workers, committed to connecting, to knowing themselves in all of these different ways. Taking another breath in, beginning to come back into your seat, entering that back door, finding yourself in your seat, reorienting to the directions around you, reorienting yourself now to the room as you breathe in and out, feeling your heart connecting, feeling this flame illuminating, and feeling the environment of your home beginning to pulse and to vibrate to the sound of that rhythm of the music. Taking another breath in, rolling the shoulders, opening your chest, lifting your chin, and from here, imagining that sun shining in, feeling the flame that the moon in its fullness so brilliantly mirrors back to us, vibrating out throughout your home. May today be a beautiful day full of so much light and love. Namaste, namaste, so much love.